श्रील प्रभुपाद की समवेत भक्तवृंद की श्रीमद् भगवद गीता यथारूप की यथाय गौर प्रेमानंदे ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः तदान्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्ण परमानन्दं सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितं नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णकृष्णाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पश्चात्देशकारिणे। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामने गौरवशे नमः। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिका कांत राधाकांत नमस्ते। भक्तकांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी विश्वभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत श्रीवासादि गौरभक्त। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। हरे कृष्ण। So we are assembled here to study Srimad Bhagavad Gita as it is, and I was told that today we need to study 10th chapter, 36, 36 verse. So every week you do one verse, and devotees can remember what they studied in previous classes, because within 1 week so many things happen. So we learn something, but then we forget what we heard in the previous classes. So this chapter is opulence of the absolute, or in Sanskrit called Vibhuti Vistar Yoga. Vibhuti, actually yesterday we were discussing about Lord's different incarnations. How many devotees were there yesterday? Okay, almost half. So yesterday we were discussing about different incarnations of Lord. And one of the incarnation of Lord is Shaktavesh. Shakti Avesh means when Lord invests his specialized energy into some jiva, then he can perform some extraordinary activity. And there are two divisions within Shaktavesh, and one of them is Vibhuti. Vibhuti means Lord's opulence. Anything great in this world is Lord's representative, is Lord's representation. And therefore Lord want to attract our attention towards Him by mentioning in this chapter how to see Him everywhere. We have to learn to see Krishna in everywhere, every situation, every person. And that's how we become Krishna conscious. Otherwise, Krishna will become just a theoretical concept. Oh, after dying, we will go to Krishna. What about living? What about living this life? Can't we experience Krishna in this life? So Krishna is giving us opportunity through Vibhuti Vistar Yoga. And why Vibhuti Vistar? Because by the time Lord will explain his vibhutis will expand further. Vistar. They are always expanding. So even Krishna can't tell his vibhutis. Because by the time he will mention, his vibhutis will further increase. And therefore in Chaitanya Charitamrita also we have studied how Ananta stage with thousands of unlimited roots is trying to glorify Lord since time immemorial. But he can't finish one day activities of Lord. Single day. He can't finish. Because Lord is unlimited, his opulence is unlimited. But still he gives us a connection. See, we can only understand a subject matter if we have that connection. Like just now we are coming from Jayapataka Hall and we were discussing that how person always understands things in his own reference. You know, like if you go to an IIT college, you have to give examples according to their understanding. You say integration, differentiation, and some technical things, you will understand, yes, yes. This material world is difficult. In the same way, if you go to a simple village, you have to give examples accordingly. Now, one time in Mumbai, one devotee was giving a lecture, and that devotee was mentioning about Hiranyakashipu's austerity. And everybody was thinking, okay, what's the big deal in this austerity? And then the devotee gives example, like imagine you are in local train of Bombay and it's too crowded. Your one leg is inside, one leg is outside train. And then you are holding on to the railing just to save yourself. That is what Hiranyakashipu went through for thousands of years. Then we will understand, oh yeah, it's great austerity. So we always understand in some reference we can relate to. Let's see Prahlad Maharaj. He is explaining. Prahlad Maharaj told that happiness comes by its own. Hard to believe. How many people believe happiness comes on its own? Generally, Mahatmas. Very rare. So Prahlad Maharaj goes other way. He knows, okay, how many of us pray for messages? Does anyone go to temple and tell them, okay, break my father's leg, make my mother blind, make me, sick? Anyone go to temple for that? No one prays for misery, no one prays for unhappiness. Still it comes. In the same way, happiness also comes on its own. So Prahlad Maharaj is using an example which is more relatable, and then he is serving the theory, the principle which he wants to teach. So art of teaching includes you take a person from known to unknown. That is art of teaching. What they already know, from there you have to rise their level to what they don't know. Now Krishna knows that our consciousness is too much into material world. And he is catching our consciousness by telling even in material world, anything you see, it's my representation. And therefore this chapter is very, very important. Our tendency generally is to be attracted to something extraordinary. Like recently there is this Kumbh Mela in India. Crores and crores of people went to take bath. But one person became very famous on internet. You know what I am talking. IIT Baba. There's so many IITs in ISKCON. They don't care. But when IIT Baba, they became famous. And he has no clue of what he's speaking and saying. But why I'm telling this, often in the midst of crores and crores people get attracted to some opulence. Okay, he has degree, he has knowledge. So let's hear from him. That's a general tendency of a person. So Krishna is trying to catch that tendency. Our opulence is so petty. If we generally think about, what is our opulence? Like there was a funny video one devotee sent me a short clip where a person was mentioning how, he has a special ability of, twisting his body parts in a certain way. But then, parallel to that, in reels, how to have something else and then have something else. So he was from the gymnastics of turning his body, and the parallel to that, from that is doing exactly the same thing. So our audience is so petty, and we fight on it. Like there were two brothers, they were fighting for the property their father left. And what was the property their father left? Two things. One blanket and one buffet. They were fighting on it. And then they said, let's divide. How do you divide buffalo and how do you divide a blanket? So then elder brother was smart. He said, okay, let's divide into time sharing for blanket. So during the night I will use the blanket and during the day you will use the blanket. Okay, the younger one was simply accepted. And now buffalo he said, okay, so the back side part I will keep and the front side part will keep. Front side part means the person will feed the buffalo. And back side part means all milk this person will take. Now so many days passed. Now this younger brother he was shivering in cold in night. There was a blanket was during the day with him, but in night the elder brother. And he had to feed the buffalo and the elder brother was sleeping all the day. So one very intelligent person came to their house. And this younger brother told the whole story. Very, very simple. I'll tell you what to do. You soak the blanket in water before the day. And then you wet blanket to the bed. How to use the night. And then when he comes to milk the buffalo, half side is left You start getting bullets from that side. So bullets will not give bullet. So we fight over so petty opulences, whatever little we have. But Krishna is telling how Vibhu, how great he is. What are his opulences? So we are reading those opulences in this chapter. And see, through these opulences, we can appreciate Krishna's presence in our life. Like Rasodam Apsu there. We all drink water. And when we drink, we can realize, yes, Krishna is there. Srila Prabhupada mentions in Teachings of Queen Kunti book, Prabhupada tells that even somebody is drinking liquor, he can think that this is Krishna. You don't need to try it. Those who are already drinking, Prabhupada suggested for that. Pranashmi Sachi Shuryayo. How Krishna is present in the sunlight, in the moonlight. One time Srila Prabhupada was sitting in Los Angeles in his quarters and some sunlight was coming on Srila Prabhupada. One devotee stood up and he closed the curtains. And Prabhupada told him, "What did you do?" Krishna was giving me embrace. So that is the pure devotee's vision, that he sees Krishna in every aspect. So in this series, you have studied so many things. Today we are going into 36th verse. Please repeat. Dyutam Chalyatam Asmi Teja Tejasvinam Aham Jalo Asmi Vyasayo Asmi Sattvam Sattvavatam Aham Dyutam Chalyatam Asmi Tejasvinamaham Jalosmi Vyasayosmi Sattvam Sattvatamaham Dyutam Chalyamasmi Tejasvinamaham Jalosmi Vyasayosmi Sattvam Sattvatamaham Dyutam Chalyamasmi Tejasvinamaham Jalosmi Vyasayosmi Sattvam Sattvatamaham. The host. Mataji. Dyutam gambling. Shalyatam apologies. Asmi I am. Teja the splendor. Tejasvinam of everything splendid. Aham I am. Jaya victory. Asmi I am. Vyasayana enterprise or adventure. Asmi I am. Sattvam the strength. Sattvatam of strong. Aham I am. Translation purpose by Srila Prabhupada. I am also the gambling of cheats, and of the splendid I am the splendor. I am victory, I am adventure, and I am the strength of the strong. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. There are many kinds of cheaters all over the universe. Of all cheating processes, gambling stands supreme and therefore represents Krishna. As the Supreme, Krishna can be more deceitful than any mere man. If Krishna chooses to deceive a person, no one can surpass him in his deceit. His greatness is not simple, one-sided. It is all-sided. Among the virtuous, he is victory. He is the splendor of the splendid. Among the enterprising and industrious, he is the most enterprising and most industrious. Among adventurers, he is the most adventurous, and among the strong, he is the strongest. When Krishna was present on earth, no one could surpass him in strength. Even in his childhood, he lifted golden hill. No one can surpass him in cheating. No one can surpass him in splendor. No one can surpass him in victory. No one can surpass him in enterprise. And no one can surpass him in strength. So very nicely, Srila Prabhupada is describing how Krishna is present in everything great. We can't be greater than God. Asama, nobody can equal to him. Asama, urdhva, nobody can be greater than him. That is Krishna. In Hindi, there was a song where a person is singing, अजी रूठ के कहाँ जाइएगा, जहाँ जाइएगा हमें पाइएगा. So Krishna is also telling the same thing. Where you will go, even you will play gambling, I am there. Even you will go anywhere, I am there. And in Srimad Bhagavatam, Sukadeva Goswami tells Parishad Maharaj, when he is describing Rasa Leela, he tells Sukadeva Goswami tells Parishad Maharaj that even some gopis came to Krishna because they were attracted to his beauty. They were not knowing Krishna as Supreme Personality of God, either out of their ignorance or too much love, whatever may be the case. But Sukadeva Goswami tells, even if they don't know his Supreme Personality of Godhead, if they appreciate his greatness, if they appreciate his greatness of opulence, they will still get benefit. That is the magnanimity of Krishna. Because he is the cause of all causes. Like we see a flower. Now when we see a flower, we appreciate its beauty. But flower comes from a plant. Plant comes from a seed. Seed comes from Krishna. He is the cause of all causes. So if we appreciate anything great in this world, that is Krishna's glorification. In Smriti Shastra, this is written that no one in this world is eligible to accept any appreciation. Only Krishna is eligible. So if we appreciate anything in this world, actually that appreciation belongs to Krishna. Now reverse the condition. If we are envious of anything in this world, what we are envious of? We are envious of Krishna. Therefore, envy is very detrimental to our emotions. Second, somebody is very beautiful, and another person is envious of his beauty. That means he is envious of that part of Krishna. And if somebody is envious of Krishna, how can we progress in devotional service? Therefore, we learn to appreciate that how Krishna is the source of all sources. These such simple concepts which we read in Prabhupada books. Prabhupada used to say, there cannot be a universal brotherhood without universal fatherhood. If there is no common father, how can we expect for people coming together? One time one boy asked his mother, Mama, what is our source? From where we came? So mother tells you, see, we are coming from Krishna. Krishna is source of all sources. They became very happy. Then you want to reconfirm. Children do this, by the way. They will ask you, then they will go to another parent. So the child will to father. And then he asks, Papa, what is your source? From where we came? Now this father was worshipper of Darwin. We came from monkeys. Monkeys are our source. Now the child became confused. He said, Mama is telling Krishna, is telling monkey what to do. Let's go back to Mama. He went to Mama and said, Mama, you told we came from Krishna. Papa told we came from monkeys. From where we came here? Mama said, we both have a reaction. My family comes from Krishna. Your father's family comes from Mama. You have to make a way. And if we learn to look for Krishna, we learn to search Krishna in our life, Krishna will reciprocate from each aspect of this world. Actually, for devotee, there is nothing material. Prabhupada would tell us in so many lectures. Nothing is material for a devotee. He will give example of microphone, dictaphone, so many places. Aeroplane. The same aeroplane people are using for sense gratification. Same Srila Prabhupada used to preach all over the world. One time Prabhupada was asked that Prabhupada, who is the greatest preacher in this world? And without a break, without any thought, Prabhupada said, my Guru Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, was the greatest preacher of this world. So this devotee asked, Prabhupada, why did you say that? Because Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur only preached in India. And of course, a couple of matters outside India. But you preached all over the world. So how come you say that he is the greatest preacher? And Prabhupada said, actually, when my Guru Maharaj was preaching, there were so many restrictions. I am using these planes, dictaphone, telegrams, and all these modern facilities to expand Krishna consciousness. If my Guru Maharaj had all these facilities, forget about many temples, he would create 7,000 temples. So there we can utilize the way. There's another short film that Srila Prabhupada you must have seen. The Prabhupada, somebody asked that, what do you do with so much money? People are offering you so much money. Prabhupada said, we can spend the money of the whole world. Prabhupada will not give us. That is the problem. So we can utilize everything in Krishna's service because nothing is material for you. Everything is spiritual. And if we start looking for Krishna in this world, Krishna will reciprocate from each aspect of this world. In 11th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, we study about Avadhuta. And what does this Avadhuta teach us? This Avadhuta goes and he learns from each aspect of this world. He learns from an arrow maker how to be fixed in your work, how you should not be distracted. He learned from a young girl that one should be alone, one should not be in materialistic association. He learned from birds that how Maya captures us. He learns from wind, he learns from sun, he learns from water, he learns from prostitutes, he learns from so many things. And he only lists 24 gurus, but there are unlimited gurus he learned from. So this is a teaching for us that if we start looking for Krishna, each aspect of this world will teach us something. A wonderful example is His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj. He is looking for Krishna, and then we see his journey, how his journey started, and then coming, finally he came to the lotus feet of Srila Prabhupada. Who was guiding him? Paramatma was guiding. In the same way, if we start looking for Krishna, Krishna will teach us through this nature. And then nothing will be a misery, everything will be a blessing. When we know what is going to come in our plate, when we know Krishna is our beneficiary, Krishna is our rescuer, then there is no lamentation. Krishna Chakravarti Thakur gives a very nice example. He tells that when a girl gets married, and when she goes for her husband's place, the ritual is she has to cry. Nowadays we don't have that culture. But in previous times, when the girl was married, the bride has to cry. And naturally she would cry. But Krishna Chakravarti Thakur tells, although the girl cries externally, internally she is very happy. Why? Because she knows where she is going. to a husband's place. In the same way, externally may look like, oh, he's deceased, oh, he's suffering, he has so many challenges. But internally, he's so happy. Why? Because he knows he is going closer to Krishna every day. His devotee's mood. And therefore, for devotee, there is no frustration, there is no moroseness, there is no depression in life. But he knows Krishna is everywhere. The society currently is full of cheaters. Krishna is telling about cheating. So we know how people are cheating each other. I often give this example that many people in Calcutta, those were very rich Marwadis, they marry their daughters to somebody good, not in Calcutta. Because Calcutta people are very crooked. So what do they do? They try to search for a good husband for their daughter. And they think that they will go to Haridwar, far, far away from Calcutta. And in Haridwar, we will find a saintly person and we will request him to marry our daughter. That's what they plan. And some people, they become sadhu in Haridwar thinking that one Marwadi will come and he will come with his brother and they will marry. So cheaters and cheated. Everybody is cheating each other. One time, one person who was a diamond merchant, he was traveling and one thief got a tip that this person is carrying diamonds. So now this thief somehow arranged to get ticket in the same compartment as this person. Now he was waiting. As soon as this businessman will sleep, I will steal his diamonds. So they were sleeping, next to each other on the opposite berths in train. Now this person started to snore, businessman. He understood he slept. What to do? He wanted to steal the diamonds. So he searched his bag, he searched his clothes, he searched his everything he searched. He could not find the diamonds. One night he was searching. One morning this businessman woke up. He was completely frustrated. This businessman asked, "My dear sir, you look very frustrated. What happened? You didn't sleep at night?" The thief said, I tell you the truth. I am thief. I came to steal your diamonds. Go hell with your diamonds. I don't want them. But at least tell me where did you hide them? Because I know you are carrying diamonds. But please tell me where did you hide? Because I could not find them online. This businessman said, I know you are a thief. I put them under your pillow. I will use them very well applied over your pillow. Cheaters and cheaters. You want to cheat? There are bigger cheaters in this world. The biggest cheater is Krishna. He is the biggest cheater. And therefore we see all the material advancement trying their best to eliminate Krishna from in this world and become happy. Whole modern education, on name of secularism, there is no God. There is no mention of God. There is no teachings of Krishna consciousness. And what is the result? Krishna is telling, okay, you want to live happily without me? See what I will do. And what is happening in this world? Individually, people are frustrated. On family level, people are fighting. Societies fighting. Countries fighting. We are seeing Ukraine-Russia war. We are seeing Palestine-Israel war. We saw how Bangladesh situation is worsening day by day. In India, so many riots, so many crimes. And the situation is everywhere, all over the world. America is suffering like hell. But they don't want to mention it. They'll only mention good things on news. So just imagine, without Krishna we want to be happy, but this is not possible. Krishna is the biggest cheater. You want to be happy without me? Try. That's what Krishna is telling. So we have to understand that only thing which can satisfy Jiva is Krishna consciousness. And therefore, when Srila Prabhupada went to America, he is praying in the lotus feet of Krishna. He wrote this beautiful song, Bado Kripa Koile Krishna, Agar Mere Prati. And in that song, Srila Prabhupada is saying, Ravi Uttama Guna Ira Savai Achanna Vasudeva Katha Ruchi Nahi to Prasanna. These people are engrossed in mode of ignorance, mode of passion. How they will listen your katha? How they will listen your Krishna consciousness? But only remedy is भागवते कथा तब अवतार धीरे धीरे सुनी जरी काने बार बार. If they just learn to listen Krishna Katha again and again with determination, all problems will be solved. And that is what Prabhupada came to do. Only devotees know this solution. Otherwise, this is very, very secret. Even in Vedas, Krishna is hidden. But through devotees, we get this Krishna consciousness. Like imagine if Arjun would not have been bewildered before the battle of Mahabharata, we would be bereft of Bhagavad Gita. If Parikshit Maharaj would not be cursed, we would be bereft of Srimad Bhagavatam. So it is because of these devotees we are getting this nectar of Srimad Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam, which can really become food for the whole world. Like I saw a movie in my childhood on Bhagat Singh. I'm sure you must have seen that movie also. And in that movie, what happens when this Bhagat Singh bombs the parliament? Then they were brought in court, and there were many, many of them standing together in that court. So one of the team members became their opposing party, and he was giving the witness at how they make the bomb. So Bhagat Singh and party they asked this person, okay, you are telling that you made bomb for us, but you don't know how to make bomb. We know you don't know how to make bomb in the court. So this person said, no, I know how to make the bomb. He said, really you know how to make the bomb? Tell us how you make the bomb. Now this person describes in code what are the ingredients to make the bomb. And this person describes how to compile a bomb and what are things you need. And then Bhagat Singh and party said, yes, we believe how to make the bomb, but we'll fool. Now you are only knowing how to make the bomb. Now through Christ, each Indian will know how to make the bomb. Actually, what they did, they stirred him to reveal the secret and give it to every Indian. In the same way, what devotees do, they stir the Lord. Oh Lord, I am bewildered. Karpanya dosho bahata sabhava. I am not knowing what I am supposed to do on behalf of normal living entities, general living entities. And then Krishna, out of compassion for Arjun, he gave Bhagavad Gita and we got that nectar. That is because of the mercy of devotees we are getting this wonderful, wonderful teachings of Bhagavad Gita. And now, as we became devotees, now we have to spread this knowledge to others. That is the responsibility of devotees. Expectation of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Jare Dukho Tare Kaho Krishna Upadesh Amaragya Guru Mila Taro Upadesh. So we should not be happy that yes, we know Bhagavad Gita, we know 10th chapter, we know Krishna is everywhere, but now we have to think, contemplate, come together, plan how to spread this Krishna consciousness to others. And these people, they treated Guru Nanak very nice. And they served, they respected, they were very, very nice people. And Guru Nanak, while leaving, he told that may your village get destroyed. May you all get dispersed here and there, scattered here and there. And then Guru Nanak goes to another village. And these people were very disrespectful. They mistreated him, they insulted him. And Guru Nanak told them, may you all stay in one place, happily together. So somebody who was accompanying Guru Nanak, then they should spread and they should stay away from each other. And here you are telling that they should live together who are mistreating you. Guru Nanak said, see, these are bad people. If they will go to different places, they will spoil environment everywhere. So let them stay together. And these are good people. These are the people on the path of Dharma. Let them spread. So wherever they go, they create same environment. And that is the responsibility of Krishna consciousness. We have to take up this challenge to spread Krishna consciousness. This is a family business. Prabhupada is describing his Guru Maharaj in one of his Bengali songs and Vaishishtashtaka. And there he mentions that actually we are the sons of lion, but we are howling like jackals. Because we observe Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, who is landlord. But we are earning like jackals, means we are not preaching Krishna consciousness. So we have to take up this task and spread Krishna consciousness. Prabhupada disciples took it seriously and therefore we see ISKCON worldwide. People very easily tell, no, they are Sahib Mat, they are rich people, they have created this ISKCON. But actually ISKCON was created by young Americans and Europeans who were dropouts, who left their job, they were not having money, they were staying under a bridge and they were still preaching Krishna consciousness. And what was the spirit? We know that how Mukund and Janki, they tell Srila Prabhupada that Prabhupada, you are in New York, let us go to San Francisco and we'll preach there. Can you imagine? They're going to a whole new place without money, without any support, just like Srila Prabhupada, and they start a center there and they book flight for Srila Prabhupada. First time Prabhupada boarded a flight and he reaches San Francisco. And when he arrived in San Francisco, there were many youth welcoming Srila Prabhupada at airport. Imagine how much Srila Prabhupada would be happy. That is the spirit. Another time in Mayapur, Prabhupada was sitting with his sannyasi disciples, big leaders. And one 17-year-old boy came with a globe in his hand. And he comes and he wants to meet Srila Prabhupada. The sannyasi is talking, we are having an important meeting. What do you want to say to Srila Prabhupada? Prabhupada said, okay, let him come. And then he places this globe in front of Prabhupada and he said, Prabhupada, tell me, in which country you don't have temple, I will go to. 17-year-old boy. Prabhupada was so happy. Prabhupada said, in Africa I don't have temple. I make you in charge of that African preaching and this Brahmananda Swami will become your assistant. Prabhupada disciples, that they had that enthusiasm to spread Krishna consciousness. Few weeks ago, actually a couple of months ago, one Prabhupada disciple came to Ujjain, Prabhu. He was mentioning another wonderful story. And I am sharing this to just get an idea how much they were enthusiastic to spread Krishna consciousness. So they got a call from Srila Prabhupada's secretary that Prabhupada wants book distribution. And that was of course December time, winter time in Europe. And they were not able to see even 10 feet distance because of fog. It's such a thick fog. But still they loaded 10,000 Ishopnishads in a van. And Prathu Prabhu along with Chakravarti Prabhu was driving. So imagine now we go for book distribution in India, we hardly carry 10-20 books at most. And these two devotees are carrying 10,000 books in a van and they left. And when they left, because of fog, they could not see properly and they hit a rock or something and their car met an accident. And it had 5 turns, complete turns. Like if you have this is the car, it has 1 turn, second, third, fourth, complete turns. And then 5th one car was like this at 90 degrees. Now if we meet accident like this, what we expect? Luckily they were saved. They didn't die. But the windshield was broken, all the windows, glass they were broken, car was in really bad shape. So many people came to see are they alive or not. And while in the car, Prabhu is asking, because they are 90 degrees, they're asking, Chakravarti, are you okay? He said, yes, I am okay. See, so many people have come. Where we will get in winter so many people at one place? Let's do book distribution. And they unplug their bells and through the broken windshield they crawl out. And they take Ishopnishads from the broken window glass and they start distributing to these people. See the spirit. Now the ambulance comes. And ambulance people ask, are you okay? Yes, we are okay, you are not okay, read these books. Then the police came. He said, what exactly happened? He said, what exactly happened? You want to know what exactly happened? Read these books. Distributing books in that condition. And that madness for spreading Krishna consciousness, spread Krishna consciousness all over the world. So we have to become mad. It's matter Bhakti Maharaj would tell that everyone has to become mad. But for mad for Krishna or mad for Maya, we have to choose. And if we have that madness, really we can take Prabhupada's teachings far and wide. Of course, we have to be intelligent. We have restrictions in this country. We have to be thoughtful how to spread this Krishna consciousness. But if it can spread under Iron Curtain, if it can spread under communist government in Russia, it can also spread here. We have to be just thoughtful, come together, plan, and push this movement forward. So that in our lifetime, we can be contributor to this movement. Everyone in this world is a contributor and receiver. Nobody can claim that he is only receiver. If he is only receiver, it's really tragic. He is only taken from this world. And nobody can claim that I am only contributor. That's pride. Nobody can tell that. So we are all are contributors and receivers. Now we have received so much in Krishna consciousness. We have to think about contribution. That is a responsibility we are carrying. We have to become productive in Krishna consciousness. Like imagine you plant a tree in your house. You are watering it. You are putting manures and minerals, whatever is required. You are guarding it. You are weeding every day, doing your best. Now the thing is growing for like 10 years. Not a single flower came, not a single fruit came, not a single leaf came. Only stem. How many of us will continue watering that? How many of us will do that? We'll just replace it. Let's get a better thing which will have leaves, flowers, fruits. In the same way, we are in ISKCON. We are getting so much. Now we have to give flowers of service. We have to give flowers of fruits to Srila Prabhupada. And that way we can become productive. Whenever a person takes birth, he has many rid. He has many deaths. He has debts to sadhus, he has debts to ancestors, he has debts to devatas, he has debts to so many living entities. When we come to Krishna consciousness, all those debts are nullified. You don't have any other debt when you come to Krishna consciousness. But we have one debt. What is that debt? We have debt to Srila Prabhupada for giving us Krishna consciousness. And one devotee asked Srila Prabhupada, Prabhupada, what we can do to repay back what you have done to us? What was Prabhupada's response? You can never repay me back. But at least you can do what I have told and share this knowledge with others. If we can only do this much, actually we are fulfilling the purpose of Srila Prabhupada's ISKCON society. ISKCON is not a club, ISKCON is not a society, ISKCON is a responsibility which Prabhupada has left behind. So we all have to grab the responsibility and share this knowledge of Krishna consciousness with others. And that will bring smile on Srila Prabhupada's face. And if Srila Prabhupada is pleased, Yasa Prasada, Bhagavad Prasada. Krishna will be pleased. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki, Prabhupada ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Prabhupada Premanande. Any questions? Anyone? Any questions, comments, corrections?